Hey guys! So today we're going to go over the difference between fiction and nonfiction books. I know we did this when we were in class, but it's been a while since we've talked about it, so we're just going to go over what those were. So fiction fiction books are usually about things that are fake. What does fake mean? Well, fake means that they are not real things. So there's all different kinds of books that we read that are just stories about fake things, not real things in the world. So those are all fiction stories. They're usually a story that is made up from the author's imagination. So it's something that somebody thought up all on their own and decided to write a story about. So something like witches and wizards like Harry Potter. Those are all fake stories. We don't really have witches and wizards, right? So since we really don't have witches and wizards, that's made up from the imagination of the author. Or what about if there's a pig flying in a book? Are there really pigs that fly? No. So that's something that would have been made up by the author's imagination, making it a fiction story. Usually they're fun or silly, like pigs flying would be a fun or silly type of story. Even the Three Little Pigs. Did the Three Little Pigs really build houses out of straw and sticks and brick? Pigs don't really do that. That's a fiction story. And there's always some illustrations. It's always drawings of their characters that are in the story, and there's characters in all different kinds of settings in a fiction story. Remember, fiction stories are about characters or things that are not real. They're made up from somebody's imagination. So let's look at some pictures of things that are fiction that I know all of you know. Mario. I know so many of you love Mario. Mario is fake. He was made up from somebody's imagination, and he was put into movies and games and books. Mm, I know Ezio knows that one. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is a fake fictional character. There's lots of movies and stories written up about Mickey, but they are all fake, made up from an imagination of a writer. All of our pigeon books, Pigeon Finds a Hot Dog, Pigeon Rides the Bus, all of our pigeon books are fiction books that were made up from the author Mo Willems' imagination. Same with our piggy and elephant books. All of our piggy and elephant books are made up from the imagination of Mo Willems. They are all fiction books. All our Dr. Seuss books are fiction books. And all of our Clifford the Big Red Dogs, those are fiction books. So these are just examples of a bunch of different books that I know that we know that are fiction books. They are fake, not real, and they're made up from the author's imagination. So let's take a look at what nonfiction means. Nonfiction books are real. They're based on real things, real facts. They could be on basically anything that is real in our world. You could have books on plants that are nonfiction, books on airplanes that are nonfiction, books on cars that are nonfiction, because these are all things that are real in our world. Usually nonfiction books allow us to learn new things. So if there's something like you want to learn something about dogs, I could read a book, a nonfiction book on dogs to learn new things about dogs. Maybe I want to learn just how to take care of a pet in general. I could read a nonfiction book on pets and how to take care of them. They usually have real life photos because these are about real life things. And they usually are true, or always are true places and things. So if I want to learn about pandas, I can look up a nonfiction book on pandas to learn some new information, or cheetahs, or at the zoo in general, things you can do at the zoo, things you can find at the zoo. I could read a book on just the zoo just to find out what is at the zoo or what happens at the zoo. That would be a nonfiction. I could read a book about airplanes. If I wanted to learn more things about airplanes, a book about airplanes would be nonfiction. I could read about places like a farm. If I want to learn more things about what they do at a farm, I could read a book about farms, nonfiction. So these are all things that are not fake. Remember, nonfiction is not fake. They are real things and places and animals and people. Right? Have a great day, guys.